Thank you for installing the Purchase Orders app by W3 Trends. In this video, I'll be showing you the basics of using the Purchase Orders app. This video will include an overview of the app's admin navigation, what the app looks like on the front end of your site, instructions on updating the PDF email templates, and a walkthrough of how to generate a purchase order. First, let's review all main navigation links in the admin portion of the app. The Language tab is where you can edit the dictation/text of the app's generated PO button, email modal, and the submission message. The Templates tab is where you can edit the HTML files for the generated purchase order email and PDF that are sent to the customer. If you would like to add instructions or a signature field, easily possible with the template editor in this section. The HTML files are default and will require some HTML editing to match the branding of your store. The Orders tab link is where generated purchase orders are received. The orders PDFs can be seen here but are editable in the draft orders section of your store. The app's dashboard is the landing page of the app and contains installation information as well as a frequently asked questions section to help you better get acquainted with the app. This section will update periodically when changes are made to the app as well. On the store's front end, the app added a purchase order button to your site's cart page. Customers will be able to request a purchase order before proceeding through the checkout process. The email will contain a PDF of the purchase order and checkout link, allowing them to check out like a normal Shopify cart. Now, let's head to the Language tab on the navigation bar. Here, we can see all the text that is dynamically displayed by our app. All the default text found on the store's front end is editable from the app's buttons to the submission messages, so you can personalize the app to your store's brand. Let's change the name of the Generate PO button to Request PO. By clicking the button at the bottom of the page to commit our changes, these changes will now be made live on the front end of the site. Let's now go to the Templates page so we can customize the PDF and email templates. This page consists of an HTML editor and previewer, version selector of templates, and a toggle to choose between the two templates. The PDF template is loaded as default in the editor. Let's preview the PDF so we can see what changes need to be made. As we can see, the current template has a default logo and a placeholder address. We will need to update these elements in the editor. The Logo Goes Here image is a placeholder and will appear on all purchase orders until manually replaced. To replace the logo, we will need to find the current one on our site or upload one to Shopify. We can do this by going to the Settings in the Shopify menu. Right-click on Settings to open in a new tab. All of your site's images are located under the Files section. You will need to find your logo among the images or use the file uploader to add a logo. The file uploader is located in the top right side of the page. Once you have located your logo file, copy the URL of the image into your clipboard. Be sure to select the entire URL string. Right-click Copy or press Ctrl or Command-C. Now that we have the URL copied, we can now go to the HTML editor in the app's admin. Click on the Editor tab above the window to change the views from Preview to Editor. Scroll down inside the window to line 107 and replace the source and the image tag. If you can't find the image tag, search for temp-logo.png on the page. Now be sure to select the entirety URL between the quotations and paste the URL of the logo. Be sure to see that the URL is still enclosed by the quotations, or this will cause the HTML to become invalid. Scrolling down the page, we will find the placeholder address on lines 125 through 127. We can replace the address by editing each line. Be sure to leave the break tags to create line breaks. Once finished and certain that the HTML is valid, click the Save button at the bottom of the page. Let's now move on to the email template. The email template will work outside the box on your store, but can be customized to however you would like. If you ever want to revert a change on the PDF or email template, you simply can switch the versioning on the drop-down menu on the left. Here is a version of the email template I made that showcases how customizable you can make these templates with a little knowledge of CSS. Now let's review our changes on the store's front end. Now when a customer goes to the cart page, they will be able to request a purchase order by entering their email in the modal. These purchase orders will now display on the Orders tab in the admin. This will conclude our onboarding video for purchase orders. Hopefully, this tutorial will have gotten you familiar with the basics of the app. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us support here at W3 Trends.